Yes, yes. It's me again, Zian, one of your hosts of the Last of the Real podcast. You know, Big Mount Reynolds, as I say, boring, but I just straight and plain, factual and actual. And you're in for another amazing episode of the Last of the Real podcast. As usual, I mean, I'm a friend them in the house. Who they here?
I don't know, it's one and only Andre Snap in the building.
A JRP in the building as well. Another week with another great guest. What you say, Brian?
Yes, the man. The man himself. Elijah Mawli.
Blessed love, brother. Yeah, man, my day, man. Give thanks for having me, you know?
Yes, man. Finally in the place.
Finally, yeah, man.
It's been a hard one getting you here, but, you know, better late than never, right? Say, Elijah.
Yeah, man.
You know, in kicking it off, you know, make the people them just know a little quick thing about Elijah now.
All right, yeah, man, most definitely. So I'm a Rastafarian, you know
Which
what
is
I mean?
right.
Yeah, man, Rastafari straight. You know, so Africa, the cradle of civilization, and we live that to the fullest, isn't it? I appreciate that. So I do music, and you know, my specialty, my favorite type of music is reggae music, you know what I mean? No, sorry. No, I don't just limit my kind of music to reggae music because, you know, my style is very dynamic. You know, it depends on what the mood is that I'm in. So, you know, you might hear me blending the various type of genres like blues, jazz, you know what I mean? But, you know, just to go deeper, you know, in my background, I went to Calabar High, you know, born and raised in the hills of St. Andrew, and I'm signed to Eastside.
Man.
Yeah, man.
The famous East Side with Skilly and them people.
Yeah, man, with Skilly, Kwenga, you know, the whole of them, you know, just one big family, you know.
True.
So, Elijah, come on, say
Yeah, man.
juggling the call center work, you still do that?
Oh, no, you know, it's been a while now since I've been in a call center now. I've been in the industry for about 8 years now. I give thanks for it because it really put me, you know, where I am right now. But now I'm doing music full time. It's been a year now since I've done that. I'm doing music full time right now.
But not until I still in Elijah. Boy, when me hear music still in I say, what a brother did the hide, man.
We give thanks for that, man. I appreciate it, you know?
Yes, man.
Yeah, man.
So, you got the name Elijah from Twisterium, right? And
Yeah, that's
you're
true.
even on volume 11, because when we realize that you that on volume 11, brother, I'm going to say, weird. No, man. And
Yeah,
the man
man,
himself.
Yeah, so let
what
me
was
give
it like
you.
working with them?
Well, that was a total joy. You know, that was a learning experience for me because, you know, those guys, they're veterans in the industry, you know, and knowledgeable, very intelligent people to be around. So I learned a whole lot. You know, I basically grew up around them. So, you know,
Cool.
So yes, that was natural, you know, with me doing music and them and musical, you know, that they born for happen, isn't me?
So they're kind of like your musical mentors then?
Yeah, they really play that role. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and a two intelligent brother them too, brother.
Yeah, man.
That's one of my favorite them, man.
Yes, man.
Yeah,
One of the girl deal with their wicked in other series they still, you know.
I tell you, bro. I tell you.
Yeah, man, but that was all fictional.
Yes,
You
man,
know
we know,
what I
man. Where you know the
Yeah.
Startup Volume collection, them a cult thing in a Jamaica, you know, man. A
But,
classic them there, you know.
Yeah, man, and teach people a whole heap, you know, and open up a whole heap of, you know, them open up the youths, them eyes to a whole heap of things. So, you know, we have to give thanks for it, you know what I mean?
Real thing. But Elijah,
Yeah.
I noticed you always have a guitar, right? Even
Yeah,
in your
man.
music videos as well.
Uh-huh.
Is your guitar your favorite instrument to play, or you play other instruments?
Well, the guitar for now is my favorite. It's basically an extension of who I am because there's a story behind that instrument for me, you know. You know, I've been doing like music since I left high school, right?
Yeah.
I fell off for about a year because I lost all inspiration and actually rediscovered my musical self when I came across that instrument. You see? Because you see, when I just started out now, I knew nothing about keys and how to structure a song. So I kept on, when I shared my music with people, I wasn't getting the feedback that I wanted. But it was when I came across that instrument, I mean, so check this out now, see?
Mm-hmm.
I bought the instrument at Music Mart, and I didn't learn to play it until a year after. This is how I learned how to play the instrument. Now, one day I was on my roof, and Jah Almighty just sent a stranger, wherever I'm there right now, bless him up, his name is Shane Star. So Jah Almighty send across a stranger, you see me? Meet up on the roof, underneath my soursop tree, a whole of vibe, you see me? I blaze the herb. And this youth just forward, you see me? Out of nowhere. I mean, my instrument was right where I was, and him take it up, you see me? And we a whole of vibe, and this man can't play, but him take the instrument, use one string, and create a song on spot. And up until this day, I'm inspired by that. Yeah, man.
Hold on.
Hold on. He can't play it, but he take it up. Upon spot, just build something.
Him just build something, because this man just fall and say, yo, I read the energy on the rooftop, and I dance all him doing. The man say, yo, make me try that something, and him take the string and start build a rhythm on spot and start sing at the same time. And I say, wait, I saw the thing easy.
That sound like it's a messenger forward your way, man.
Yeah, man.
But
definitely.
Question, Elijah. I noticed you said you lose inspiration for a while. You would like to go down to that, and what was the cause of you losing that inspiration?
Sure, definitely. I mean, so music, this is a journey. See? So you're going to have ups and downs, I lost my inspiration when I was going through, a dark period. I just fell out of college, me being a youngster, and, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. So, that really weighed down on me, so I was going through, a period of depression, I would say. See? And that was when, I started, like, watching videos, of Bob Marley performing and, various artists, Gary Jr., that's a rock star. I saw them performing with the instrument, and I felt inspired. I said, hey, I have to learn how to do this, but the inspiration wasn't at the brim as yet until Shane Star forward. I'm gonna get to experience that in real life now. See, and that's just where the whole spirit just come. You see, I'm just start playing from then until this very day right now. It's right beside me.
Yeah, man. We're glad you find it back still,
Give thanks, man.
Because after all of that struggle, and losing the motivation, and sometimes when we embark on a mission, right, people who expect the positive response from will never get it. Right? But winner, right? That track right now, that is buzzing for you, right?
Yeah,
but
man.
From your story, it seems like that song is about you.
Yes, I mean, most definitely. It is about my journey, you know what I mean? But it's not just about me, because, during this journey, I've learned a whole lot from people that, I've come across, those around me, those that I see, on social media or, whatever the medium is. But I mean, so it's really and truly a blend. But mostly though, this covers my story from when I just started out to where I am right now. So I'm just counting my blessings, looking at all that, I've been through, where it has brought me. And I'm just grateful right now because, I come from a far away, isn't it?
So that was the big motivation behind Pending Winner.
The biggest motivation behind that.
Definitely.
No, I would say that the biggest motivation behind that song, you know. I mean, it's really looking at where the label is right now. You know what I mean? That's Eastside, because I've been there since the start, and looking, at where we are right now, and for me to be a part of it, I'm very humbled. So I mean, that's the biggest motivation behind it right now, and not just that, you know what I mean? I mean, when this pandemic started out, I wonder to myself, like, how would I like survive through, all that's happening right now with the lockdown, and for seats, music actually I put food on my table right now, you see me? So
which is good, man.
yeah, man. So I mean, it's just a fulfilling experience. Man, I'm looking beyond just like the physical aspect of things right now. Seeing where music has brought me, because check this out, Zin. I'm gonna ask you a question. Can you touch music?
No.
But can music touch you? Yeah, but can music touch you? All right. See, so basically, music has placed this sense of fulfillment inside of me, and and I really expressed that through that song now, Winner. So that's how it came about.
Okay.
So but you see, earlier you mentioned that you listen a variety of artists, and we couldn't help that when you listen your music, may look a sound of Bob Marley or one of the Marley them in it. Is that case that somebody has said that to you before?
I'm sorry, can you ask that question again?
Yeah, man. I say when I listen to your music, I look at touch on like the Marley in it. Like I want to someone Marley them. Anybody ever ask you that question where I say you sound like a Marley?
All the time, man. All the time. Yeah. So, but that's a really good platform though, because hey, I mean, the Marleys are extremely great artists, so I feel good when people say things like that. You know what I mean?
So is that case like you try to mimic them in some ways? Because I mean, everybody have their own sound, but sometimes when something motivates, you can't help but just do a little sample of them things. Is that case you intentionally do it, or it just happen like that?
I mean, hey, listen, I mean, a wise man will see the right thing and do it. A fool will see it and look on it and turn back with. You know what I mean? So I mean, hey, if Bob Marley came before I did, and he established a foundation that is fruitful right now, why not feed from the fruits of that tree? I'm not saying, yeah, man. I mean, my offer, big up the foundation, man, because them set it so that we can actually eat from. Yeah, man. So it's really and truly finding your identity through what has already been established. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Yeah, man. Wise word. Elijah, earlier on you mentioned Eastside, right? Pretty much on the map right now, on a push out a whole heap of talented artists. You have no new artists over that side where come up now we should know about?
Yeah, man. I mean, there are quite a few to list. The newest ones, there's Great Chrome, I saw him the other day, while I was at the studio. There is Fresh Pop, which are the new artists. I mean, there are quite a few coming up right now. I can't really call some by names because, only artists pass through. Yeah, so expect big things from Eastside in regards to where new music and a fresh set of talents is.
I'm expecting you and Eastside to just take over the thing totally.
True. All right.
I mean, to be honest, Eastside has been on the rise,
Yeah, give thanks, man. Boy, may I tell you, you see, looking at where we're coming from, I did not see it coming, because man like me, we usually sleep on the studio floor back then when, things never did, you see me? But no, John knows that, this coming like a dream, I just, just come true, you see me?
Sometimes I just just keep making this step in a year, man. I just say, it seemed like a real obstacle, but it's when I keep pushing, the surprise there you go.
Yeah, man. Hard work for you, man.
Yeah, man. But it's obvious that reggae is your preferred genre, right? But
Yeah,
I
can't
get the
help
blues
that.
vibe in your music. How does it compare? How you compare the two? Or how do you decide that I'm gonna do a blues feel one or reggae vibes?
All right. So, this really depends on, what mood, or what the vibe is at the moment. If the case is that I'm in a rebellious mood, I'm not gonna just come across, something will have a rock and a reggae vibe to it. If the case is that I feel like, say, all right, then, I'm gonna reflect on things and approach them calm, what I mean? I'm gonna turn it down a bit strictly like reggae music, but for love songs, like jazz, well, it really depends on what
All
the
about the
mood
vibes.
is, Yeah, it's all about the vibe. So check this out, Zin. I mean, these wings, so that's a blend of dancehall and reggae music. So how this song came about now? So I was on the roof, as usual. Me and my cousin, all the way Rasta, we dey up there vibe and the vibe just lively, you know what I mean? And we have the kitty up there and we beat it on the guitar, you know what I mean? That's how the songs them come about. It's all about the vibe, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I understand the vibes, man. You can understand the vibes there. Not a singer or anything, but you can understand them vibes there.
Yeah, man. I come
Even
from the roots,
I know this give people a time to sit down and think and reflect. And given how you say your cousin over there on the roof and do the thing,
Mm-hmm.
take time and reflect on your music, writing it and all of that.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
No, man, I said during the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
so that people get time for really think to themselves. Now you sit down and reflect on your music, how you feel about that, and where you see a future for your music.
That's a really good question. No, I mean, I'm a reflective person on a whole. Now, I'm not going to get ahead of myself and, because I have a crystal ball, so I can't see in the future, isn't it? So, but I'm aware. But hey, where I love to be, I'm going to say that, I love to, like, be on almost to everybody's playlist for the right reason. And definitely above all, I want to be, wiser than I am right now. So that, I'll experience less pain because nobody not really want to go through that, isn't it?
Sure.
Makes sense.
But you say, you want it on everybody playlist. And so far, there's songs on the playlist or on your EP that's there for everybody's playlist. But talking about the EP in the works, can you give us a little detail on that?
Oh, John will start. All right. Let me tell you what I'm going. The EP, I can't really give a whole heap of details and that.
No, we don't want everything, just a little too.
But expect big things, the past songs that I put out, it's going to be, the EP is going to be not totally different, but expect some things that you've never seen me done before musically. So we approach it strategic.
You say expect some new things, but you kind of still bring back some of the old things like Jack Harlett, because I rate that tune.
Give thanks, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we expect to hear a dance all upon it, like you are dance, like you're a DJ.
What you can expect, a bit of Afro.
Okay.
Mix with dancehall because a Jamaican, we can't really hide from the sound. So you have to always hear, that yardiness inside of my music. Now, as for the EP, though, so as I said, expect like some Afro flavors. We're gonna mix it with dancehall. Reggae will have to be in it, of course.
But most.
But So, but there's some other things that I really want to say, but we can't say it right.
Just expect big things.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right, let's see our word.
But so, all right, we know you're with Eastside and thing, but is there anyone outside the Eastside camp you don't want to work with?
I mean, yeah, man, definitely, because my thing is about a strong melody, the message, it have to be there, and the chemistry, it have to connect, is what I deal with. So, I mean, if all of that is good, you know, and my team is good with you, because, you know, I'm not here because I just me, myself, you know, it's teamwork. So, once we all good,
Dreamwork.
you know, yeah, man, teamwork, all that there. So once we are, you know, good with a particular artist, it doesn't matter where you are in this industry, as long as it's true, or respect that, you see me? And the message and the melody strong, love your music, I go want to work with it.
Real talk. So,
Yeah,
back to the EP. Is there any collabs on the EP?
Ese skilly are running.
John was saying, you know, that was what I was, you know what, I'm not gonna say nothing more.
It's all like skilly dead,
Look, so.
All right. When I see a word.
Yeah, man.
So, we could move from the EP though. Because that one I kind of press it.
Yeah.
Are you pleased with the current state of music in Jamaica, especially on the dancehall side?
Pleased with the current scale of music? No.
Yeah, with the current state, yeah.
You know, say it's a good question. That when we talk about music, we're talking about the reflection of the world on a whole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so, you know, to really get into the nitty-gritty of that now, you know, you see what me right now with, you know, we're basically on the verge of World War III right now. I mean, yeah, so what this industry want, it might sound cliche, but, you know, and it's really simple. Man, the place just wants some more love. This industry, me sure it's it. Yeah, man, I'm sure it's it. If you have more people, you know, that are about, you know, the growth of, you know, the world on a whole, the music industry will, you know, take a turn for the better, because, I mean, you know, right now, things crazy in the earth. We're not go around that. I can't tell you nothing like, you know, we're gonna make it look like so. Yeah, I mean, I'll be truthful. Is it my deal with? The place needs some more love, man.
Yeah, we're not seeing a lot of that in dancehall right now.
Yeah, man. So, you know, I mean, once people can just, you know, put them differences aside, you know, and come as one, you'll see real growth in music, and not just music, but the planet on a whole.
True.
Love that and rate that.
Yeah, man.
But, you know, with all that's going on out there, Elijah, and with you, you know, the EPs in the works, is there, you know, you said we're not gonna get the inside scoop on the collab then, but is there any tours coming up?
Tours, yeah, man, most definitely. So what we're doing right now, so after the EP, then there's an album.
Okay.
After the album, right, and that's set for this year. After the album, yeah, man, you'll definitely be going places, because, you know, it's all a part of the plan. So yeah, definitely.
So Elijah will be busy.
You then, man.
Busy already.
Well, that's true.
The whole of last week I still there, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I remember when the I messaged me in the night, the man, I go in the morning hours there. I mean, I say, hold on. I'm still up? Asleep?
Yeah, man, we're still up, you know, I create music same way. And you said, the way I go about music, you know, it's not like, man, I just jump in the boat and, you know, just vibe a song right away. You know, I hold a good meds first, you know, have a good conversation and build my vibration up, you know, and things like that take time.
Yeah. So Elijah, if you could do a collab with any artist right now, living or passed away, who would it be?
Bob.
Yeah, man, most definitely. My
friend Junior Gang.
Yeah, I mean, hey, remember myself once the message good and the melody good, and you just list two man where, you know, a giants then. You man, of course. I mean, you have people like Chronics, you know, you have Dre Island, I have Jesse Ryan, Queen Africa,
oh gosh, heavy hitter.
You know, Massacre talented, but you know, you have Gary Chuck Jr. That's a for rock and roll over there. So, you know what I mean? I mean, you have a whole heap of artists, let me say, you know, say, the mother want to work with them people there. You know, I'm not going on. Isn't it straightforward with it?
Yeah, and the hard work do it still now, Elijah, because you don't know, you know, you have a dream, you know, and you see how the hard work take it so far.
Yeah, man, important something. Most important ingredients, you know, persistence. Have to try it come out.
So, the song, Elijah, the single, we have out right now, Gone with the Night.
Gone with the Night. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Wicked piece of tune, I tell you.
Give thanks, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. I appreciate that. No, the story behind that track now is a very interesting story because...
You know, share it with you, man.
Yeah, man. Most definitely. So how this song came about, Dipper East, I have to big him up because him caused me to find, you know, a piece of myself I never did know, you know, was actually there. So how this song came about now, this was quite some time ago. I mean, I was never a freestyle artist, see? But, you know, when we reach at the studio and Dipper say, yo, Elijah, I want something fresh right now. I want something fresh, brand new. I say, hey, I have songs I'm write and man say, nah, man. I say, all right, then I pull for the instrument. The man say, nah, man, I have a rhythm for you. It's because my thing is strictly live music, you know. So I say, I have the instrumental line up, just going at the booth and vibe. And that's exactly what I did. I'm just tell myself, say, you know, Skilly, I do it. Ritty, I do it. Queen, I do it. A time for me, do it now.
I just go there and do it.
But just go in there and freestyle it. quick.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So that song was just a vibe. Yeah, just a vibe for the whole night. And yeah, man, I'm not growing up. Really enjoy that session.
Yeah, man. Elijah really talk because to tell you the truth, run up in the music on Spotify, on one playlist, and straight to God, me I wonder if a Bob Marley have a new song out there. I say, no, man, I youth are bad to tell you the truth. I say, yo, we need to get him on the podcast. The world needs to hear your voice. Because I tell you, your voice powerful, talented, bad. I'm definitely look forward for the EP.
Yeah, man, you can look forward to it most definitely.
Yeah, Elijah, you don't know. We enjoy the vibe, you know, my brother.
Yeah, man, likewise.
Enjoy the reasoning.
Yeah.
Respect for sure, the love for come on the podcast.
One love all the time, man.
Yes, my brother. Yes, my
Bless up yourself, Elijah.
And definitely when you push out an EP there, now, forward back on the podcast, I'm going to know where I'm going, you know.
Absolutely, no problem. The vibe was good, you know. I mean, conversation, healthy, you know. Yeah, man, of course, most definitely that can happen again.
Respecting my brother.
Respect.
Bless up.
Blessed. One love.